Hello again, boys and girls, and welcome. This is going to be part one of our distributive property of multiplication video segments. We've been learning about this property of multiplication for about a week and a half now, and I want to give you a quick review of the distributive property of multiplication and how you would use it to solve problems such as these. So split one, keep one. That's what you need to remember. You're going to split one of the factors and keep one of the factors. So one of the factors will be shared and the other one will split. So 14 times 8 equals, here's our equation. So look at that 14 and think about your place value. 14 is equal to 10 and 4 more. So you're going to multiply 10 times 8 and then 4 times 8. So you're going to have two products. So 10 times 8 is 80. And that's a friendly number, friendly fact. And 4 times 8 is 32. That's also another friendly fact. So when you add these up, 14 times 8 equals 112. Okay, and that's your answer for 14 times 8. So think of an array of 14 times 8, a big array. If you're using grid paper, you would split it into a 10 by 8 array and a 4 by 8 array. And when you add the two products up, you get the answer to the larger array. Alright, so let's try this one. 13 times 7. Alright, you have a 10 here, no sweat. So that's 10 times 7. So you're going to split the 13 into 10 and 3. And the 7, we keep the same, we keep 1. So that stays the same. So 10 times 7 is 70. And 3 times 7 is 21. And if you add these two parts together, you get 13 times 7 equals 91. Alright, 15 times 9. Alright, so you could start with 5. You could do 5 times 9. Doesn't really matter what order you do it in. And then you have this 1. But it's not 1, it's 110. So that's 10 times 9. And 5 times 9 is 45. And 10 times 9 is 90. So if you add the two products, you get 135. Alright, 16 times 6. I'm going to change this 16 to 26 times 6. And you're saying, well, wait a minute. How can I do that? It's not I don't have a 1 in the tens place. Now I have a 2. That's confusing. No, it's not. Same rules apply. So there's two ways you could do this. You have two 10s here. So you could do 10 times 6, because you're going to keep one factor. And it's 20, so it's another 10 times 6. And then you have 6 times 6. Okay, so you have 10, 20, and 6. 26 times 6. Or you can keep the 20 as a whole part. 20 times 6 and 6 times 6. 26, 10, 20, 26. Either way, you should get the same answer. So that's 10 times 6 is 60. Another 10 times 6 is 60. And 6 times 6 is 36. 20 times 6, let me separate that right here. 20 times 6 is 120. 6 times 6 is 36. So when I add the parts together, I get 156. And I get 156 here. So that's our answer. Alright, pretty cool. Now, can you do this with 2-digit by 2-digit? We looked at this today and we know that we can. So we can keep one factor the same and split the other. So I can keep my 23 the same if I want. So 23 times 10. And I'm going to split the 12. So then it's 23 times 2, because 10 and 2 is 12. So if I know my 10 facts, I know that 23 times 10 is 230. And 23 times 2 is 46, because 23 and 23 is 46. And when I add them up together, I get 276. So it still works. Alright, and let's try 14 times 12. Let's say I'll keep the 12 and I'll split the 14. So that's 10 and 4. So I could do 10 times 12 and 4 times 12. Well, 10 times 12 is 120. And 4 times 12 is 48. So let's see, 10 times 12, 4 times 12, that's the same as 14 times 12. So that's 168. And if you need to add the numbers on the side, you do that. You know, if you need to do that. But most of these numbers you'll find they'll be easy to add, you know, mentally. All right, let's try this last one. 25 times 16. So I can make a decision here. If I don't like this 25, okay, I can split it into 10 and 10 and 5 times 16. Alright, well I know 10 times 16 is 160. And that's another 160. Now this one, 5 is half of 10. But this, you may not know this fact right away. So you could split the 16. You could take this part and split it again. You could do 5 times 8. And that's 40. And 8 and 8 is 16. So another 5 times 8 is 40. Well, 40 and 40 is 80. So I can split another fact, if I need to, into smaller facts. And 160 and 160, that's 320. Plus the 80, that gives me 400. So tonight you have homework in your student activity book. You might find this distributive property helpful. And we will post another video very shortly on open arrays. Okay, see you soon. Bye.